Welcome to Payson, Utah, population of 22,000, which happens to be my hometown. Yep, I grew up here from the age of 11 till I graduated, so I can give you all the details about living and loving Payson. So Payson is located in Utah County on almost the very last city in Utah County. So you have Payson and then Santa Quin and then you're into Juab. So distance-wise to the airport, you're about an hour, and with traffic, it's probably an hour and a half, but that is also for downtown. But the perks of Payson is you have rural country feel, and you have a charming downtown Main Street, older homes, historic homes, and new construction. So let's go check it out. One cool thing about Payson is they just went through the process to redo their main street and make it even cooler. So they took away parking, added some on-street parking, but mainly it's meant to be more walkable, more usable for an entertainment space. So in Payson, they have the Onion Days in September, and the parade goes from the high school down Main Street, and part of it is right here on historic Main Street. Another cool thing about Payson is it is used for a lot of cute Hallmark type movies. Probably the most famous movie that Payson is known for is Footloose, which was filmed here with the canal and the church, and some sections in Lehigh, and the high school that they just tore down was part of the Footloose history in that movie. But Payson's Main Street is also used for a lot of Christmas movies, Hallmark movies. So if you're looking for cute, charming, that is exactly what Payson has. So right now I'm standing in front of the Petite Museum, which was one of the original schools here in Payson for elementary from kindergarten to 5th grade and 6th grade. In 1988, they closed it down and it was restored now into a museum and a community center. So they host a lot of fun stuff. So they have art museums, quilt museums, pageantry run through it. And some things that the seniors do is we do ice blocking down the hill. And we also, for our senior play days, got a big, long plastics thing and slid down the hill. So there's space for renting. You can rent rooms, you can host weddings. It's a really cool, historic space here in Payson, and it was built in 1901. So when it comes to housing in Payson, there's some really cool things because Payson is one of the more older historic cities that was developed when the Mormon pioneers got here. So there are some really old houses and there's new construction. So pricing for houses in Payson, a single family home is gonna be about $500,000 is the median price, which is fantastic when you think for the county that median price is closer to $600,000. So it's a little more affordable living in Payson. You're gonna have townhomes that are about $430,000 is the median for townhomes right now, and condos are $300,000 to $350,000. So you have all types of housing available in Payson, and it's a little more affordable compared to maybe closer to Provo or Orem. So Payson's awesome. Now for today we have a treat. Because I grew up in Payson and I grew up in a historic house, my parents agreed to let us tour their home, so let's go check it out. Come on in. So this is the carriage house, as it is affectionately called. It was a carport and my parents converted it into a big dining space. So when we all get together for Christmas or Thanksgiving, we have space that we can all sit by each other. So this is a picture of all the ancestors on the wall. And then this is all of my siblings. And here's me, I'm second youngest, so I'm at the end. So growing up, this was my bedroom. Actually, I was in a lot of different rooms, but this is the one I'm the most fond of. It's pretty small. So when they bought the house, this stained glass was still originally here, and they had this one made to kind of match it, because that one had broken over the years. So this is the room of requirement, like think Harry Potter. That's exactly what it looks like. It's my mom's craft room, but she said we can't show it, so we won't show it. When they bought the house, they renovated a ton of it, and they found this 4-foot clawfoot tub. It's actually really comfortable, even though you wouldn't expect it. Here's all the wedding pictures. Where's mine? Here's mine. Here's our wedding picture. So all of our weddings. And then this room, they turned into a library, which is super cool. Now another unique thing that they've done is they put these stairs in and built a whole ensuite up in the attic. When they first bought it, they looked up and saw it had the right dimensions to be able to build something up here, so they built a bedroom. So it has some fun slanty ceilings. Another full bathroom. Then they built a patio. So you probably just noticed we drove by some ballparks. We love our sports here in Payson. And right now I'm standing in front of Payson High School. I said earlier that it's been torn down. It's scheduled to be torn down. They actually invited all the alumni back a couple months ago to come tour the school, walk through, talk about it, have the memories. But it'll be done at the end of this school year. And if you can see the crane behind me, that is where the new school is. So they're not moving too far. They'll still be able to use all the facilities. But this one was built in a time where it didn't have the same infrastructure, so they're tearing it down, which a lot of schools in Utah are going through right now, where they're rebuilding the high schools, junior highs, because we really do care about our students. So when it comes to rating for school, Payson is part of the Nebo School District. Nebo School District has a B rating. Now, when it comes to schools in Payson individually, they range from a C to a B range. So make sure, if it's important to you, that you're checking out what the rating is for your school and why it's rated that. Look at why based off diversity, teachers, academic scores, everything like that. But kind of a fun thing standing right here, one of my friends, as part of his class, built one of the houses just over there. So in this school, in Alpine and Nebo, they have classes where the kids can learn how to build houses and really have more hands-on work. So it's kind of fun standing here and reminiscing about that. One unique thing about Payson is it has a section called West Mountain, which has larger acre parcels. It has a minimum lot size of 5 acres or more. Occasionally you can find some of the older homes that have less than 5 acres, but for the most part, it's sprawling, it's acreage, it's kind of that farmstead life that people are wanting. But keep in mind, acreage is hard to come by, so the price to get out there is going to be $900,000 to $2 million to get a house on that 5 acres. But if you're looking for space, it's one of the few areas within an hour driving distance to the airport where you can have 5 acres and have your hobby farm ranch lifestyle. Being part of the growth and where growth is happening in Payson, Payson is really focused on that. So where I'm standing right now, there's going to be a track station that comes all the way from Ogden, and it's going to end here in Payson. So you'll be able to get on a train and get to the airport relatively easy. Another cool thing that's happening developmental wise in Payson is they are getting a new off-ramp between the Benjamin and the Main Street exit. So right now they have 2 exits, and the new one will help facilitate people getting into Woodland Hills, so they're not going to be driving on historic Main Street and crowding that, because it's only a 2-lane road up until the historic Main Street, then it's a 1-lane, and then it's a 2-lane road again. So that'll be really helpful with the growth and demand that's happening here in Payson. So shopping and dining in Payson has greatly improved since I grew up here. When I was here, we didn't have any of this, but now you have 2 grocery stores and a Walmart, and you have your own hospital. So from living, dining, playing, it's pretty good. The only downfall I would say it has is to go to a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you have to go to Provo or Spanish Fork. So a little bit of a drive. You're about 10 minutes to Spanish Fork and about 20 minutes to Provo. And then the closest mall is going to be the Provo Mall as well. So a little bit of drive time there. Nice thing about Payson though, it's really close to Spanish Fork, which gives you Chick-fil-A, Target, and a movie theater. So even though you don't have it immediately in your city, it's pretty close to everything you need. And we're pretty close to the Provo airport. So if you need to fly to California, to Texas, it's pretty easy to get in and out. Or you're about an hour from the Salt Lake City airport. So it has a lot going for it, but it is kind of a traveling city where if you want to do more or if you want more restaurants, you're going to go into Provo or into Salt Lake. Hopefully you've enjoyed your tour of Payson, Utah. I'm Becca Summers with Seasons Real Estate. We are local Utah realtors, born and raised. We know intimate knowledge about all the cities. So if you are relocating, thinking about it, exploring it, reach out. We would love to give you guidance on pros and cons of different cities, areas where the locals don't want to live, and all the secrets you can't find out by Googling. Reach out to the information below, and we'd love to chat.